Breaking news, Omotoso arrested again. Thank you for watching the Social Just Cause Media. I'm Reverend BK. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel as it helps us to grow channel. Let's get talking. Here we are back again with Omotoso being arrested, this time around as an illegal foreigner and for defying the order given to him not to hold church gatherings. But not to Omotoso. This guy loves himself too much not to be in public. You may be wondering why I'm talking about this case. It's not because I am fixated in any way, but it's because he identifies himself as a minister of the gospel. That topic is very, very special to me, and the Bible is clear that those whom we see as leaders, we will see them by their fruit, we'll identify them by their fruit. This means that you will recognize people or things by their actions and their outcomes. This saying comes from Jesus' warning after talking about the false prophets. The Lord uses the analogy of the tree to explain that you can identify a good or a bad tree by the fruit that it produces. Likewise, you can identify people by their actions and the consequences of their words and their deeds. This phrase emphasizes true nature, that true nature is revealed through actions and consequences, which means you can assess a person or a person's character by observing their actions and their impact on others, rather than just their words or their claims, you know? So that's how you assess a person. You can evaluate a person's belief system by observing the effects it has on people. You can discern the true leader by their actions and the results. Amen? Cheryl Zondi did warn us. She warned us that the fact that he's acquitted now, he will feel emboldened to do certain things, that he will feel powerful. In tears, she did that. When Omotoso was acquitted, he was given strong warning not to hold any crusades. And what he does, feeling very powerful, as Cheryl Zondi told us, and emboldened, it defies the law. Let's watch. It's basically arrested in East London after having his crusade.
What you going through? Lost your mind. What you going through? Just
together with the South African Police Service, NIU and TRT. They arrested Omotoso in the town just after the church. He will be facing charges related to violation to the Immigration Act. You'll appear in court on Monday. So Home Affairs will elaborate more in terms of the charges.
Just to be clear, Omotoso is free, has been found not guilty. So that case has nothing to do with us. Here, this time around, is arrested because of his immigration status. So, as the general explains.
It's been arrested violation for Immigration Act.
Acquitted yesterday, arrested today. Televangelist Timothy Omotoso was arrested today, and it was confirmed that he's being held at Mdantsana police station. Now, Omotoso was acquitted on charges of rape, SA, and human trafficking. Omotoso spent a total of 8 years in prison. Now, honey, after facing serious charges like he was facing and spending 8 years in prison, definitely the first thing that you would do as soon as, you are granted bail, not bail, man, as soon as you are released, book your tickets, go back to your country. Like, okay, you've spent maybe majority of your adult life in South Africa. South Africa is like your home now. But you don't want to go back to prison, honey? Maybe as well. Because, being acquitted after 8 years, surely they should be, he was looking to sue the government or the justice system, whatever. But you can do that outside South Africa. Surely your lawyers can't do that on your behalf. Now, obviously, because of the pressure the government is currently under when it comes to Omotoso and him being acquitted, I think obviously they were eyeing him. One mistake, go back to jail.
Yes, indeed. The government must have been eyeing him because there's a lot of pressure. But Omotoso is not one who respects the law, and we can see it here. That's what happens when visitors overstay their welcome. They begin to act like they are the host, and they take the host hospitality for granted. That's what Omotoso has done and doing. It takes South Africa's hospitality for granted. In my last video on the link below, I spoke about how visitors in our country has trampled all over our rights and used our courts against South Africans. That's what happens when you invite an ungrateful person into your country or into your beautiful home. They will disgrace you in front of your guests and feel nothing about it. South Africa, our beautiful country, is now what you call a matter of public news. By the way, for all the wrong reasons, simply because we invited people who have come to disgrace us. Yes, we have invited ungrateful guests in our country, and they are now showing their true colors. They have not come to become part of our beautiful country or help build this country, but they have come to destroy it from the inside with the help of the money-hungry lawyers and politicians. Why would you release a crook and expect him to follow the law? I didn't expect Omotoso to follow any laws. Why would you release a crook and expect him to follow the law? Just as Cheryl Zondi said, by him being acquitted, he feels emboldened and proof worthy to do as he pleases. And she went on to say that he is going to do this again. Do you remember? This man feels absolutely nothing for hurting and abusing these young ladies. And he feels nothing when he disrespects our laws in this country. He must be deported. This should signal to the government that there are many churches run by foreign nationals that are an affront to criminality in our society. There are many Omotosos out there whom this government of ours have allowed to abuse and disrespect the laws of this beautiful country. And I'm hoping, yes, I am hoping, that the Gauteng Premier was not just politicking when he spoke about this matter on illegal foreigners. We love Africa, but we cannot feed everybody. That's the topic for another day. Omotoso must be deported. I don't even understand why he's still in this country. He was warned not to do preaching, rightfully so because of what he has done to women. But he just didn't care about the warnings. Why? Because the words of Cheryl Zondi, he feels emboldened, and the government of our country has given him that authority. If the government wants to deport this crook, they should have had his papers ready long time ago while he was in prison. I am absolutely angry. If it was a South African citizen, the government will find joy to put us inside. As my brother 360 Experience said, our government hates South Africans. The law says he is free and not guilty because they messed up. And this is one of the reasons why the very system wants to muzzle and control all podcasts in the country, because we comment and report on matters that they would sometimes not report on. So we will not abandon the victims simply because the courts were complicit in messing up the case, and giving victory to Omotoso. We will have to continue advocating for the justice that was denied by our own country to these victims. Thank you for watching, and let me know from your comments below. Like, subscribe, and share this video until we meet again. God bless.